Wow, Biden has tested positive and had to cancel his speech today. Positive for what? He got COVID? Biden says he'd reevaluate campaign if medical condition emerged. No fucking way, dude. Do you think this is a way out, boys? Oh my God. Oh my God. President Biden has just tested positive for COVID. Oh my God. This is literally what happened dude, COVID literally let Biden win. Not only did COVID give Biden the victory, Trump got COVID right before the election. Now Biden's like, I'm not dropping. Unless the Lord Almighty tells me I'm dropping, I'm not dropping. And now the Lord Almighty has spoken. 3 days ago, Donald Trump dodged a bullet. And I'm not using that as a regular colloquialism, as a phrase. I'm saying he literally dodged a bullet by like 5 centimeters. Call me fucking Al Pacino. The way life is a game of inches. Donald Trump was too busy looking at the Hispanics are doing rape chart that he fucking grazed his ear. The bullet grazed the motherfucker's ear. Now, Joe Biden, after saying, the Lord Almighty alone can take me down. If he tells me I can't run, I'll stop running. Now, what's really interesting is, like I said, this morning, Biden said he would consider dropping out of the race if a medical condition was diagnosed by doctors. Now that medical condition has come. Will he survive this as well? And by that, I am using a double entendre. I'm using the double entendre of will he survive COVID because he's that old. Like the age that he got COVID now is like, you know, it's pretty fucking consequential. But will he also survive claiming that he would consider dropping out? And then if he does survive COVID at this point, as I'm saying if, not when, if, will he actually drop out? Second gentleman Doug Emhoff tests positive for COVID. July 7th. Bro. That's crazy. This motherfucker was running around like the Grim Reaper, dude. Are you serious? This is a coup d'etat, ladies and gentlemen. This is a coup d'etat. This is why I can't trust the bitch. Ain't nothing was that fucking funny ever. Excuse me, nice bathroom. Maybe this was when they planned the attempt. Okay, new big brain conspiracy time. Kamala Harris sends out the hitter, okay, to spin the block, and also simultaneously is giving COVID by way of Douglas Emhoff to the current president, taking out both at the same time. Only Kamala remains. Kamala not looking too bad for her age. Am I tripping? No, she's not at all. I don't think that's it. I don't think you're tripping at all. Like, not that her looks matter in any way, shape, or form, but here's how you know Kamala Harris is attractive, okay, to like most people. There's only 2 responses that Republicans have to women in positions of power on the opposing team. They either get like really weird and rapey, or they get like, oh, this person is like a feminazi and she doesn't want dick, right? Like, and she's like gross and cold. With Kamala Harris, they go with the rapey strat, like in the same way that they do with AOC. That's one way you can understand that, like, even Republicans find her attractive. It's a gross way to describe it, but like, unfortunately, American politics is fucking gross, especially Republicans. They say unimaginably gross shit about AOC, and they say similar things to Kamala Harris as well. For those of you asking, why no crab dance for Joe Biden getting COVID? Sometimes we pray. Sometimes it's not appropriate to celebrate too early. You jinxed it with a bell? You don't know that. I pray for a lot of things on a daily basis. I've gotten significantly more godly. Dude, if Biden dies to COVID after Trump survives the shooting, conservatives will literally come so hard that all the red states will be flooded. Careful what you wish for. Oh, God. They'll say he got like 1 million boosters too, and that like boosters don't work. Statement from Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre on Biden testing positive for COVID-19. Dude, what is going on right now, dude? This is boulders after boulders, daggers after daggers. Told you, motherfuckers. I said, most boring election of our lifetime, but has the capacity to become the most interesting. Yeah, call it Joevid. It's Jover because he's got Joevid. Statement from Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre. President Biden tested positive for COVID-19. He's vaccinated and boosted, and he's experiencing mild symptoms. He'll be returning to Delaware, where he will self-isolate and will continue to carry out all of his duties fully during that time. I wanted to try and say this before. Other people say it seriously, but it's probably too late already. Biden is faking COVID as a pretext to step aside. I mean, he got a COVID. He tested positive for COVID literally right like 4 hours after he said he would drop out if he had a medical emergency. And it also happens to perfectly correspond with post RNC. Article comes out, he gets COVID. It's happening right as the RNC is like coming to a close. This is like, people say the NBA is scripted, but this is like WWE levels of scripting. Yeah, remember when Biden said this? Only the Lord Almighty can convince me to quit. That's why I tweeted what I tweeted. That's why I say it seems like Lord Almighty is evening the score this time around. I think he has to address his health concerns since people clearly aren't taking to his prior answers. I mean, I'm so cynical that I think there's credence to the conspiracy theories in the chat about like Biden using this as an opportunity to push the conversations about him being replaced even further. Biden just tested positive for COVID. Polymarket says earlier today he said he'd consider dropping out. Odds he drops out shot up to 66%. Nate Silver comes out, says big swing in the market. Although I have to admit, my first reaction was the White House would just use this as another excuse to run out the clock. Not fair to talk about him dropping out when he has COVID and can't defend himself. He has to maintain a life schedule, etc. Like, everyone is thinking the same shit. You know it's dangerous times. You know it's weird times when I am in agreement with Nate fucking Bronze, dude. Nate Poo-Poo Caca over here. But it is where we're at now. Holy moly. I mean, holy moly, dude. What is going on, dude? MSNBC's covering it?
Are no longer with us. People's grandmas were dying alone
with
their
God.
iPad. Great opportunity and messaging opportunity should the White House choose to take it.
Well, I think that's true. And there's no doubt he'll be responsible and he will be home isolating.
He won't have a Superman thing on under his shirt like Trump wanted.
He will certainly
right?
not.
These two men are both elderly. Donald Trump is an elderly man who, for whatever reason, was given 9 seconds to take a iconic photo op during an active shooter situation. Weird situation. We'll figure that out one day. But his survival of that and bouncing right back and going right to his convention is being conveyed in the media world as a sign of strength. This current president of the United States is 81 years old and has COVID. Should he be fine in a couple of days, doesn't that convey exactly the same thing? That he's strong enough, older than Trump, to have gotten something that used to really be fatal to people his age.
You can always count on MSNBC to cope. Guys, this is actually good for him. Here's how Biden, at the brittle old age of 81, getting COVID is actually a positive, okay? Gosh, y'all's side is so dumb. Being shot is as bad as COVID. Wait, what? Y'all's side? The fuck do you mean y'all side? We're watching MSDNC. Yeah, y'all side is so funny because like everyone here is making jokes about Biden getting COVID. When Trump got COVID, Republicans were like, if you even make jokes about this, we'll kill you. That's the major difference here, okay? Aside from the fucking Joe Biden like dead enders, which are a select few group of like blue MAGA types, most Democrats, despite our disagreements on many issues, most Democrats are infinitely more critical of their own fucking administration than Republicans ever will be. Republicans hail Trump as a fucking deity.
Leader Schumer and Leader Jeffries.
Here's him walking to the plane
Congress,
after he tested positive for COVID, getting on Air Force One. Bro, God Almighty is literally telling him to step down, brother. He looks the same. Yeah. You can't tell if he's just like dying because of COVID or just dying because of age. Wait, how is this news/content? Every older adult who's vaccinated is mega protected from COVID. I literally go asymptomatic COVID a month ago. Do you think Biden is a regular adult? He is 854 years old. He was there when the fucking Black Plague was around. Bro just compared himself to Joseph Robinette Brandon. Biden has been living on borrowed time for like the past fucking 40 years. You're out of your mind. He had a stroke when he was 40. I can't believe it, dude. I cannot believe it. Republican Senator Joni Ernst can barely summon the goodwill to wish President Biden well when asked to respond to the news he tested positive for COVID.
Thoughts about President Biden getting COVID? I mean, he can't catch a break.
I wish him well, Greta, and I'll leave it at that.
Well, okay. All right, we'll move on.
Oh my God, she's smiling. Bro, that's crazy. First of all, if I was a Republican and Biden got COVID, I wouldn't be so excited because the likelihood that he's replaced with a much stronger candidate is pretty fucking high. It's higher than it was yesterday. Dude, Republicans are great, dude. Look. She can't even say it. Look.
Okay. All right, we'll move on then. All right.
Dude, Republicans are such little demons. I bet you she fucking complained about the Democratic Party's violent rhetoric earlier, too. Yeah, that's identical energy when a Southerner says bless his heart. That's what she was saying. Now you understand why I fucking love hogs so much.
My guess is what Kamala Harris herself would say. is, welcome all comers. We'll talk to the delegates. We'll travel the country. Many of the candidates that might be strong candidates, even though I think they would not be as strong as her as it relates to the delegates, have said they're not going to run. So I think there's
the writers this season chose to give the politics enjoyers a real gift of scripts. Earlier, they were not interested. Seemingly, they were like, this is going to be boring. You're going to hate it. It's a rerun. And then like at the last hour, they were like, you know what? Actually, just kidding. We're going to fuck shit up big time. Okay. Shit's going to be looking like a soap opera. Yeah. This is like when you say like, it's a slow burn. It's a slow burn. This season is a slow burn. It takes a lot of buildup. But once you get to the apex, dude, when you get to fucking peak velocity, it just goes nutty mode. Okay. Wait, Schumer has fallen. U.S. Senate Democratic leader Schumer told Biden in meetings on Saturday it would be better for the country if he ended his re-election bid. ABC News. Oh my God. All my dogs turned to snakes, dude. I didn't believe it, Magic. I thought the top of the hour would come and pass. But then I found out that Magic is alive in the form of a Twitch Prime. That's the COVID edition. What? What? A staffer took control over the account. There ain't no way. I'm sick of Elon Musk and his rich buddies trying to buy this election. If you agree, pitch in here. That's got to be a motherfucker from here, dude. I swear to God, it's the new meme manager. That's a HasanAbi head. He used a two-parter. I know what you guys do. I know what the method is. I know what your movement is. I know how you're moving. That's a two-parter. I'm banning it. Which one of you dumb motherfuckers in the chat did that? I hate that.